What if the biggest technological revolution of our lifetime, the one that everyone is talking about, is actually built on a fundamental paradox? Today, we're diving deep into Silicon Valley's $7 trillion AI gamble. Take a good look at that number, $7 trillion. And get this, that's not the value of the entire AI industry. Oh no, that's the absolutely staggering amount of money one single company is reportedly trying to raise just to completely remake the game. It is, without a doubt, the biggest bet in the history of tech.
It's a number so big it's hard to even wrap your head around it. But here's the wild part, the central mystery of this whole story. What if that mountain of cash is being poured into a technology that, right now, actually loses money every single time you or I use it?
And that brings us right to Section 1, the $7 trillion paradox. Because, on the surface, this makes absolutely zero sense.
So here's the deal, the fundamental problem at the heart of all this. For a lot of the AI tools you're probably using every day, the actual cost for the company to answer your question or create that image is way higher than any money they're making from you. On a person-by-person basis, they are deep in the red.
Let's break down the very simple, very scary math here. On one side, you have the cost to serve. Every time you type a prompt, you're firing up these massive, power-hungry servers that cost real money to run. But on the other side, the revenue per user? Well, a lot of the time it's zero, right? Because of free trials. Or it's a small subscription that doesn't even come close to covering the cost. The math just doesn't work, at least not yet.
Okay, so if the basic business model is, kind of broken, how is all of this even being funded? Well, that takes us to Section 2. It's like a casino, where some players are playing with unlimited chips.
One analyst put it perfectly. They said to think of this not as a normal business investment, but as a super high-stakes poker game. The current AI bubble is being funded by unlimited chips from big tech. It really feels like a few key players have an infinite stack to just keep betting and betting.
So who's sitting at this poker table? It's a pretty exclusive club. You've got the global tech giants and the venture capital firms pushing the cash in. You've got the cloud providers who own the actual infrastructure, the casino itself. And you've got the chip makers, who are basically selling the shovels in a massive gold rush. It's this whole ecosystem that reinforces itself, with everyone betting huge on the same future, no matter what the short-term losses look like.
Which leads us to the biggest question of all. Why? Why are some of the smartest people in the world making a bet that seems designed to lose money? This is Section 3, the motives behind the bet.
Let's just be direct about it. Why on earth would these incredibly smart companies and investors knowingly pour billions and billions of dollars into a product that hemorrhages money with every single click? It sounds completely irrational, right? But it's not. There is a very deep, very calculated strategy at play here. And really, it all boils down to three core motives. You can think of these as the three legs of the stool holding up this entire gamble. First, there's a brutal race for total dominance. Second, it's about building what they call a data moat. And third, it's a powerful, powerful dose of strategic FOMO, the fear of missing out.
All right, let's unpack that first one, the race for dominance. This is a classic tech land grab. The strategy is simple. If you can be the first to get hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of people hooked on your AI, you get to write the rules for everyone else. You become the new standard. You are the platform everyone else has to build on. So losing a few billion now, that's seen as a tiny price to pay for literally owning the future.
And that feeds directly into the second motive, building the data moat. See, every single time you ask the AI a question or fix its response, you're not just a user, you're a trainer. That data makes the AI smarter and better. So the more users a company has, the more data it gets, the smarter its AI becomes, creating a lead that pretty soon could be absolutely impossible for anyone else to catch up to. Your free usage is actually building their most valuable asset. And finally, motive number 3. This one is about pure strategic fear. You have to think of this as a technological arms race. For these huge companies, the idea of a competitor developing a dominant AI while they just sat and watched, well, that's not just a loss, it's extinction. It could make them obsolete overnight. So in this game, the only thing more expensive than betting billions is not betting at all.
So, you've got these incredibly powerful motives driving trillions of dollars in investment. But what's the end game here? Where's this all actually going? That's what we're looking at in Section 4, boom, bust, or beyond.
You've probably heard the term AI bubble thrown around a lot. And all it really means is a time of absolutely massive investment that isn't based on what a technology is worth today, but on pure speculation about what it could be worth tomorrow. The $7 trillion question is that speculation right, or is it just hype?
And look, the stakes here could not possibly be higher. The potential upside is world-changing, a total reinvention of the global economy. But the potential downside is equally huge. If that profitability never really shows up, or the technology just hits a wall, the crash could make the dot-com bust look tiny. This is the very definition of a high-risk, high-reward bet.
So why does any of this matter? What does this high-stakes poker game being played out in Silicon Valley actually mean for you? Well, it matters because the outcome of this gamble is going to define the phone in your pocket, the car you drive, and maybe even the future of your job. We are all living inside this giant experiment, whether we realize it or not.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, the one that nobody, and I mean nobody, can answer for sure yet. As we all watch this drama unfold in real time, are we witnessing the foundation of our entire future being built? Or are we just watching the inflation of the biggest, most expensive bubble in human history? Only time is going to tell.